Hello everyone, welcome to your weekly on-chain review. It's been a while since we have recorded a video for on-chain, but we have been giving daily updates for on-chain metrics in the Discord. From now on, we will be giving on-chain videos every week along with the daily updates on the Discord. So let's dive right in and look at some important on-chain metrics. First, we look at the spent output profit ratio. First, we have the short-term holders SOPR. The danger zone, as you know, for SOPR is greater than 1.12, and whenever SOPR is less than 1, it means that the short-term holders are selling at a loss. We have been below 1 for quite a while now, and short-term holders have been selling at a loss. We have the extreme buy zone for short-term holders SOPR at 0.95. Right now we are at 0.97. So why 0.95 or below is an important area for this metric is because we have these 4 data points. This was the corona drop. There we saw short-term holders SOPR reach 0.95. This was 2018 drop. Here also we saw the bottom formation here when the BTC price was between 3,000 to 4,000 US dollars, and also during the crash of 2017 we saw this metric reach 0.95, and then we saw a bounce also here. So this area is our point of interest and we have a little bit of room to go. And next we have is the adjusted SOPR. Adjusted SOPR is which only includes UTXOs of which lifetime is more than 1 hour. In this situation, the metric is in a danger zone when it goes above 1.12. Extreme historical buy zone is at 0.93 and currently it is sitting at 0.96. So here also you can see whenever it has reached closer to 0.93, we have made a bottom formation. We are close to the area of corona drop right now, which is 0.95. Next we have is the long-term holders SOPR. Now long-term holders are also selling at a loss. The SOPR has gone below 1. And if you see the past data, we can infer that whenever the SOPR for long-term holders goes below 1, it is a high value area, though it can take its time. So for example, you see in 2018, even after crossing 1, when long-term holders started to sell at a loss, it took about 320 days, about an year, when the market eventually started to rise again. During the corona drop, we saw 40 days when the SOPR was below 1. Right now it's just been a month and we have a little bit of room to go to actually touch the bottom, which is at 0.49 for this metric. But this is a high value zone. Whenever a long-term holders SOPR is below 1, it is a point of interest. Next we look at the miners. We just will look for the miners position index right now. So if you remember in the Discord, we shared this chart earlier. This is the miners position index, white is MPI. So we can see the position change in MPI and ascertain that the miners have been selling. The first we saw them selling was around the price of 43k and above. And when this spike was noticed, we advised our members in Discord to sell and be cautious. So miner position index is defined as the ratio of the number of all miners outflow in USD divided by 365 days moving average of it. So miners position index takes the average behavior of miners into account by using 365 days moving average. MPI explains the relative miners liquidation behavior compared to the historical average, assuming the most of the outflows from the miners are heading to exchanges for selling. Also assumes that miners are good at selling their positions at the right time as professional traders. MPI is a good indicator for timing exit points by duplicating their behavior. So presently the MPI after that spike went down to the bottom zone, but right now also we are again seeing a little bit of increase in the MPI. Miners are generally not good traders, and they are not reliable for other things, but when we see the spike in MPI, then we can ascertain that they are sending coins to the exchanges for selling. Next, we'll quickly look at the realized price of different cohorts. The important one is the long-term holders realized price. It is hovering between 17k and 17.5k. This is an important support zone. Next, we'll look at the market value to realized value, MVRV. It's a ratio which is defined as an asset's market capitalization divided by realized capitalization. So MVRV, whenever it is below 1, it is a high value area. So what we have seen in this chart is, this was shared in the Discord by the name of Colors of Blood. So it shows that the aggregate market has taken a dive. Long-term investors are in losses, suffering losses. Short-term holders are also suffering losses. Miners are struggling to pay the bills, and this is therefore, whenever there is blood on the streets, it's an area which demands attention of traders. It's a high value zone whenever whenever MVRV has gone below 1. Though it has still a little bit of more room to go to reach the levels which it had reached in previous bottoms. But this is an area of high value zone, and it has been seen historically that whenever accumulation is done in this zone, it has been profitable. Now, in the part 2 of this video, we will look at some other metrics. As the format of the video, we are trying to make it as close to 5 to 8 minutes. So in the next coming part 2, we will go through NUPL. We had done this analysis in our Discord, where NUPL, we warned our members to be careful, because here in this area, that it looked very similar to what happened in 2018, and whenever it reaches this level, we generally have seen capitulation events. So we have seen the same thing right now, and it is also in our area of interest, though it has some room to go still. The other ratios we will look at will be the fuel multiple, the Mayer's multiple, the electricity costs, the monthly return charts, profit and loss charts, and we will go in detail of all these metrics in our next video. We'll also look at the reserves, we'll look at the funding and understand how funding has been playing a role. We'll look at mid-term BTC demand. We'll compare the bull runs, so you can see for timing the market. We will in the next video, upcoming videos, we'll explain this chart. Unrealized profits, which is also hitting the bottom. I'll explain what this chart means. And for now, if we look at the fear and greed index, it is at the bottom right now, seeing very extreme fear now, yesterday, last week and last month. So we have been in an extreme fear zone since quite a while now. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm very grateful that you are watching our streams and supporting Subverto. Thank you very much.